What's up, everyone, and welcome to Serious Gentlemen Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Xizta. With me, my co-host, John.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going?
I mean, all things considered, pretty good. We're on the internet.
We are. We had lots of troubles today, so we finally secured a spot. I know we promised you guys Silent Hills. Unfortunately, some stuff came up, and we're moving that back 1 week. So
Pyramid Head killed Mike. That's actually what happened.
It's true. So next week will, in fact, be Silent Hills. This week is a quick thrown together little thing. We decided to cover Hearthstone because we're going to be getting a big announcement tomorrow. So we figured we'll touch in on some of the speculated rumors and whatnot for what this actually is and how it could change Hearthstone.
Yes.
So, all, I guess, month long, at least the past 2 weeks. So yeah, that's about all month long.
Yes.
The Hearthstone Twitter account has been tweeting out these crazy things about champions.
Yeah.
They keep mentioning
just little
champions, and I'm
stories.
like, yeah. So, the big one that they had was they actually put out a little blog, and in the blog it said, the inn is a kind of place that will always welcome anyone and everyone who's willing to play fair and have fun. So we get all sorts here. Still, some crowds leave a real impression. Today was something else. The air was filled with a happy hubbub of folks dueling away and enjoying one another's company, no matter where they hailed from. That's really weird. Everybody's not supposed to get along.
No.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. The funny thing was, most of them were wearing the shiniest armor you ever saw, including the magic-using types. I even saw Murlocs all geared up in plate, clanking about like wee fishy-smelling mechs. I'll never forget the young dwarven lass leading a majestic unicorn across the common room. That seemed to make the other patrons nervous, since getting impaled is usually inconvenient. But they had nothing to worry about. Soon enough, everyone finished their brews, even the unicorn, wrapped up their Hearthstone games, and got back to whatever journey they were on. It was an inspiring sight, and I admit I was sorry to see him go. So he goes, I wonder where they were all headed. Of course, the end has a knack for putting itself right where the excitement is, so I reckon we'll be finding out soon enough. So, from the way things were sounding to me, is we were getting a new archetype. Right? I thought instead of dragons and pirates and whatever, we were going to get champions.
That would be really cool.
Right. So I'm one, like, I'm trying to go, okay, well, how would they be different than legendaries? And I go, because they're kind of, that's already kind of the same if they just give us, a card that you can only put one of each in your deck. That's a legendary. So That's not really anything different. So if it was going to be a new archetype and it was going to be something special that they're going to mark as champions, the way I see it is a champion would be only one champion per deck.
One champion only.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be really cool. I mean, and he's like your deck leader.
Yeah. And it would have some kind of, I don't know what kind of crazy types it could have, but it could have crazy ramifications on everything,
I mean, could it affect? Is it just a card to be played, or could it affect the whole deck? Like, does it just do something to all of your cards or your hero power or something?
Right. There's a lot of cool stuff that could be done with that. So I don't know.
Or it's just a bunch of card backs and they're just dicking us around.
Yeah. It's very, very true. Then we had some leaked photos come out. Right.
Yes.
We had this one here, which, if you happen to notice, if you can't quite tell, this card over here, Fijorla Lightbane? Fiola, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a legendary we have not seen in the game yet.
Right. That's one of the Twin Valkyries, right?
That is from the Argent tournament.
Yeah.
Text is a little blurry, but it's a 6 mana for 6 attack, 7 health. It has Divine Shield, and then at the start of your turn, it gains Divine Shield.
Now, everyone, I want you to glance at the card above it. The Boulder Fist Ogre, who is a 6/7 for 6 mana.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer? Because holy crap, if that's real, damn.
Yeah, that's a little broken.
A little bit.
Just slightly broken, tiny bit. So, and if you didn't notice, also in the list here in the draft, there's something called 4 Dragon Blades.
Right. Is that a 7 mana weapon for the Paladin? And also, what the hell is Aura Mastery? That's new.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until you just said that.
And if you even look at what's supposed to be, I'm assuming, Uther's picture, that doesn't look like Uther in the little, character portrait thing. Right?
Ooh, it does not. That might be a Draenei Paladin.
Right. Is that Murad?
Is he the very well might be Murad, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I hope this is real. God damn.
I mean, the thing that makes it not seem real to me is the lines here. Like, you see the computer screen, the CTR lines, whatever you want to call those. They're clearly taken off a monitor.
Yeah.
So, my assumption immediately is somebody photoshopped it and then took a picture with their camera on their monitor to make it seem more plausible,
it very well could be.
I mean, but if you look really closely, it's really, really hard to tell. The new card, the legendary, Fura Lightbane, she does kind of have a different symbol behind the card.
Yeah, you're right.
So
it looks like the Argent Command's symbol, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that's like their insignia.
It kind of does. So,
or the Argent Dawn, is that what the old faction was called?
Yeah, the Argent Dawn in vanilla, but it was the Argent Crusade, I believe, in Wrath of the Lich King.
Right, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There's a lot of speculation and stuff going on about that. And then we had the third screenshot that we had, which we always see this in the trailer, the teaser trailer that comes out, where they just flash a bunch of new cards at us. These appear to be 2 Warlock cards.
Yeah, I mean, the only I did a little reading about this, and it turns out those are the same 2 cards that are always in like the reveal thing, and they always use the Warlock. They always just use the Warlock colors for that, so those probably aren't something that's real. But
that makes sense because the gem is off too. Because why would they be rares when, I don't know.
They have the legendary dragon thing around them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what that is. But the other 2 things, those look cool.
They do. The other thing that gets me on this though is the original Hearthstone symbol are on these.
Yeah.
Whereas if they were going off of the ones that we see in this photo with the Lightbane, it doesn't match up. And Goblins versus Gnomes, when that trailer came out, it had the gear symbols on the cards coming in the thing. So
yeah,
a little off on that. We do have a video question.
We do.
To take. Yes, we have a video question from one of our favorite guys, Jaganator.
Salutations, serious gentlemen gaming. This is I, Jakin here, and I got a question for you guys. So, lately Hearthstone has been teasing a new expansion or maybe a patch. They have been tweeting about champions, Northrend stuff, and I was thinking maybe it's the Argent tournament. But then again, I was also thinking, they're just adding a new sort of NPCs to fight like Naxxramas or Blackrock Foundry. Or what will they do? So I thought about Argent Tournament. What happened there? Well, there was dailies. And there was jousting. Do you perhaps think that Hearthstone will implant a new minigame in the already Hearthstone game? So you can use your cards in other ways than you usually use them. Checking it out. Hearthstoning! God damn it, I forgot I was already home. That was one wasted Hearthstone cooldown. Checking it out. High fall!
Oh, Jake. Wasting your Hearthstone. What a rookie mistake.
Is that still an hour cooldown?
It is not.
Oh,
good. It is a 15-minute cooldown, 30-minute cooldown, something. Yeah.
Hate to be that old man, but back in my day, Jesus.
Yeah. So, Argent Tournament, that kind of matches up with both the theories for this.
Exactly.
And the 4 Dragon Blades were in fact a weapon out of the Argent, the Trial of the Grand Crusade.
Right.
That did drop. So,
I mean, it's a 7 mana weapon, feasibly. I mean, that's going to be like Gorehowl levels of power.
Yeah, it's got to be something like ridiculous to be that much mana.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the only other weapon is, like you said, Gorehowl.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be really powerful. But like Jake was saying, this is going to be just a card expansion like Goblins versus Gnomes. This is going to be another like Blackrock Mountain-esque adventure where we're going to traipse through a dungeon, like traipse through the tournament and fight the champions of the tournament.
Right.
And it'll be a much smaller expansion. I mean, I feel like the game does need a large expansion like Goblins versus Gnomes right now because things are getting a little stale.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I mean, Blackrock Mountain was a nice little booster shot, but really, we didn't get that many cards out of it and that many even technically playable ones that people really use. So, I think I would like this to be an adventure, but at the same time, we need more cards. So
yeah, that is true. Goblins vs. Gnomes, it's been, I don't know, it's been a little while. We got them just shortly after BlizzCon.
Yes, I believe so.
And I think the date in which this announcement is coming on is the date in which either was it Naxxramas was released or was announced. I don't remember which.
Released.
July. So there's already a shift. You can see they're not lining them up perfectly, so they are shifting. So if this was when it was released, it's about a 4-month off. It's about 4 months off.
Right.
So 4 months off: July, August, September, October, November. We're shifted. We're right on schedule for another expansion.
Yeah.
Jake does mention mini games. I would like to see some new modes. I mean, Tavern Brawl was fun, but there's not a lot of replayability there.
No, once you do it, I mean, really, that's the thing. Once you do it once, you get your card pack. Yeah,
Sometimes I tend to go in there and do my my dailies.
Yeah.
Just because it's more fun than sitting there playing either ranked, or if you're really far up on ranked, you're sitting in like the rank 10 or above. You don't want to just go play a class that you don't have the best deck for, so you're gonna play non-ranked, and at that point you might as well just do Tavern Brawl. So
at that point, yeah.
But another thing that kind of lines up with the Argent Tournament theory is on the main Hearthstone site, right? We have this sword here.
Yes.
That is lying in the snow.
Yes.
And when you first come on the page, if I refresh the page here real quick, you can see it falls down and lands in the snow. So, Northrend,
It's gotta be. I mean, what else is it going to be?
It really does, but so I feel like they're gonna have to add an adventure with it.
It would be a shame if they didn't. I really would.
Because
It's
they
so
can't.
easy to do.
They can't. Yeah, I mean the adventures, they're fun, and
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
I don't know. But then it's gonna set a precedence for every expansion has to include an adventure.
Right, right. And how often are we going to get like these just flat out like new pack of cards, have fun, expansions?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my hope is that they can kind of do a little bit of both, like make this be an adventure, but give us a lot of cards with it.
Yeah,
Like even if they don't give us as many bosses, I don't even
we
care.
got
Just
about 200 cards with goblins versus gnomes, didn't we? A little
right.
bit more.
It,
I think it was a little
God,
bit
was it
more.
that much?
Yeah, I think so, and then even more if you want to count all the
Spare
like
parts.
yeah, the spare parts and different things like that you could
Yeah.
get. So, I mean, I would like to see if they do like Argent tournament, open up the arena like the Crusaders Coliseum,
Yeah.
right? Maybe only give us the couple bosses, and they had what Northern Beasts where it was I don't remember the type of creature,
Worms.
but well
Right.
there was a four-legged creature that came in first.
Oh, that weird Yeti looking thing.
Yep. Oh no, the Yeti was last. There was a four-legged creature first, then they had the two worms, then they had the Yeti.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there was that, and then we had Lord Jiraxis, right,
Yes.
which is already a card.
He's already here.
Then we had the faction champions. So this kind of making sense.
Right. And there
And
was
then
plenty for each class.
yeah, and then the twin Valks, which one of which is in this leaked photo.
Yeah, there she is.
Right there.
Broken piece of garbage.
And then finally a Nubarak.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if this is really what this is, everything is lining up perfectly.
Yeah.
And it seems like every archetype is going to get some love because in the different tweets that they sent out, they kept showing different pictures. One of them was a pirate with a barrel for a leg, and they go yar
Yep.
har pirates. Pirates can also be champions.
So maybe pirates will be boosted.
Yeah, and then the short story mentioned Murlocs, so it's
Yep.
pretty much going off every. This would be a good time maybe to even add in like Rathion. That would be a dragon champion.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, and if they really wanted to, they could even, update some of the Argent cards that are already in the game, like the Argent Squire, the Argent Protector, what's all that, the charge guy, the Argent Commander? Yeah, he's like the 4/2 with Divine Shield.
yes.
Charge. Yeah, like they could maybe even make like an Argent faction thing. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Yeah, get some kind of synergy going there. I want to see what the unicorn is going to be.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to see the unicorn.
So, I mean, but the short story mentioned that they were wearing armor.
Yeah.
Do you think there's room for an armor type of card?
Like actual armor equipment, not just the
Yeah.
health. I mean,
Like something you can equip, like a card you play that is armor.
I mean, I don't. And maybe it would just take up the weapon slot, but give you some kind of passive ability, like give you armor, but also give you plus to healing, or if you're a priest, or like plus to spell damage if you're a mage, something like that, and it lasts as long as that armor lasts, or something like that. That'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, because it says that even the spellcasters are wearing them, magic using types. So yeah, that would make sense for that.
And there was a paladin holding Ragnaros's hammer with like divine shield on, and was like, "Hello, sir."
Yeah. This seems like it's going to be crazy. I'm really, really excited. Hearthstone knows how to, they really know how to tease you to get you all hyped up for it.
Blizzard's been doing this for years. They know how to tease people.
Yeah, and then two of my favorite Hearthstone players of all time, Trump and Amaz, are going to be present at this announcement.
Yep.
So that's got me even more excited.
Yeah, and So apparently in the announcement, there's going to be like they're going to play some games. Probably going to have whatever new cards or whatever we're getting in those games. I mean, who knows what else is going to happen? I mean, they could even just be like, "Hey, guess what? We just did this stream, and now the expansion's out. Go have fun." Like they could do something crazy like that, but I don't know.
It could. I mean, Jake mentioned there was jousting, so we had mounts. Do you think mounts are something that we could see added too?
I don't know what they would do.
Like, can you let's say you had a horse that you could play that functions as a minion, like it does it's like whatever, it's a 2/2 minion, whatever. But you could put an NPC inside of it, and it has
give them charge or something.
It has different features, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it acts as maybe a buff, and then the minion gets destroyed first. I mean, the mount gets destroyed first, and
right.
then
It's like a pseudo death rattle. That's actually would be really cool. That would be a new mechanic.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
So it's like, oh, do you prioritize killing the mount if they don't put anything in it, which you probably would want to do.
Right.
And that would be really cool, some kind of vehicles.
Yeah, because that was a kind of a big deal in the Northrend expansion, Wrath of the Lich King. That's when they introduced vehicles, right? For the most part.
Yeah. Yep.
So maybe this is an excuse to do that.
And if this is really an expansion like this, Wrath of the Lich King is also when Death Knights were introduced into Warcraft. Do you think it's possible we might get a new class?
No.
No?
No, Ben Brode already said it's not happening. They don't have any plans for it. But he could be pulling be pulling the legs.
He could.
I don't know. It would, you know what it is? It's just that like right now the class balance isn't amazing. Like there's a couple classes that aren't really doing too well right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ranking wise. So I don't see them throwing another one into the mix. It's just going to ruin everything.
Could, or it could fix things.
I don't know. I mean, from the sounds of it, if there's going to be like a Murloc buff, they've been kind of pushing Shaman in the direction of Murloc, so maybe Murloc Shaman will be a more viable, maybe Pirate Rogue will be a more viable thing. Who knows? Maybe you can just see some more diversity in the format, which would be really good.
Yeah, it would be great. Anyway, I don't know. And we also had the Black Knight too. Don't forget,
yes,
Black Knight was in the 5-man dungeon.
Yeah, so. And he destroys taunts.
He does. He's currently already a card. So a couple of these are cards already. Lord Jaraxxus and the Black Knight. But the rest of them, they could fit in there. And I would like to see some synergy with the two Valks if both of them are added to the game. If that card is real.
If the other one is even remotely like that one, forget it.
What? Come on. At the start of your turn, gain Divine Shield? That's not broken.
And they had the balls to not make it a 7/7, so you can't even shoot it with Big Game Hunter.
I know.
Bastards. What were they thinking?
So you're going to have to run... what's the card that gives you 2 attack? I forget it. I'm so bad at the names. I just look at them. But
it's so vague.
The one mana card that gives 2 attack.
Blessing of
It's a 2/1. No.
Oh, the. You mean the abusive sergeant?
Abusive sergeant. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know card names. I know what their pictures are. So.
The guy who says, "Get in there and fight, maggot."
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're really worried about that, you're gonna have to run abusive sergeant with Big Game Hunter to make sure to take that guy out. So.
Or everyone's just gonna run 2 owls.
Or Goblin Graph in chat says Red and Black Hand too.
Yeah, he'll be useful.
That will do it. Yes.
Maybe.
So. I don't know. We will see.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's at what, 5:00? You said.
It's gonna be 5:30 Eastern time. It's 2:30 Pacific. So Eastern will be 5. So they'll be streaming on their Twitch channel. I'm sure you'll find it all over the internet. So we'll be watching. Watch it with us. It's going to be cool.
We will be watching, and immediately afterwards, you can check back with us as we will be discussing what we all just witnessed. We will have another impromptu podcast tomorrow following the announcement, which is currently, if you're watching live, 19 hours, 16 minutes, and 51 seconds away.
Yes.
So.
Counting them down.
Mm-hmm. So I think that about wraps things up.
Yeah, I think we did this justice. Is everyone hyped? Did it work?
I'm super excited for it.
I am too. I've been counting down the days, honestly.
Yeah. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me over there on the Twitter at No More, and on YouTube for some Let's Plays at Nahojm, Nhojm.
Excellent. You can find me down below, right there, at Xizta, Xizta with an underscore. You can also find us on Twitter, Gmail, Twitch, and YouTube at /SeriesGents. I don't know about YouTube right now. YouTube's having some issues.
But
yeah, we'll figure that one out. We'll get back to you on that. So join us tomorrow for follow-up to this, and join us next week for Silent Hills.
And we'll bring Mike back from the dead.
We will try.
I'm not giving him mouth-to-mouth, though.
No, I broke this.
Professionalism.
I'm so good at things.